They fought in the trenches of World War I, but their biggest battle wasn't in France. It was in America, against coal barons, machine guns, and their own government. This is the story of the Battle of Blair Mountain, the largest armed labor uprising in US history, a rebellion so explosive the government buried it for decades. It began in the coalfields of West Virginia, where miners lived under near-feudal rule. Company guards beat workers, evicted families, and controlled entire towns. Miners were paid in scrip, forced to shop at company stores, and watched by armed detectives hired to keep them in line. They worked 12-hour days in dangerous mines, while the coal bosses got rich. But after the Great War, something changed. Veterans returned home, men who had fought for democracy overseas, and they refused to accept tyranny in their own backyard. In 1921, tensions exploded. After the assassination of labor leader Sid Hatfield, thousands of miners armed themselves with rifles, shotguns, and whatever weapons they had left over from the war. They tied red bandanas around their necks, the redneck army, long before the word meant what it does today. Their goal was simple: march across Logan County, free imprisoned Union men, and end the coal company dictatorship. But waiting for them was Sheriff Don Chafin, funded by coal barons, backed by machine guns, and determined to stop them at all costs. His forces dug into the ridges of Blair Mountain like they were preparing for World War I. For 5 days, the hills of West Virginia erupted. Gunfire cracked across the forests. Coal miners advanced through ravines and ridgelines like infantry. Planes hired by the coal companies dropped homemade bombs on the miners' positions. The only time American civilians have ever been bombed from the air. It was a full-scale battle on American soil. Then the US government stepped in. President Harding sent federal troops and Army warplanes. When the miners saw the US Army uniforms, many laid down their rifles. They couldn't bring themselves to fight the same nation they had bled for. Nearly 1,000 miners were arrested, dozens were killed, and the story was buried, rewritten, forgotten. But the rebellion wasn't a failure. It sparked national outrage, helped fuel the labor movement, and paved the way for union protections that millions of Americans rely on today. The Battle of Blair Mountain wasn't just an uprising. It was a reminder that democracy doesn't only need defending on foreign shores. Sometimes the fight is right here, in America. Comment which forgotten American rebellion, uprising, or hidden war story we should uncover next, and follow for more from the lost and found.